Good. Now then. Please try to relax. There is plenty of time. I need to tell you something. Please listen and try not to panic. You've been in a coma for quite some time. Yes, I know. You would like to know how long. I'm afraid it's been 9 years. Damn it! Nosocoma! 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 Nurse! Calm down. Calm down. Try not to panic. Ήρθαμε. Try not to panic. Now. You'll be all right. There now. Just rest.
How do you feel?
It's been 1 week since you came to. Now, let's try getting you out of that bed. Nurse. Don't worry. You've lost some strength, but we've been maintaining your muscle mass through massages, CPM therapy, and EMS. Now, I need to explain something to you, but you mustn't be alarmed.
Finished with lies of PT.1 Metal Gear.
9 years ago,
Welcome.
you were injured in an explosion. Upon examination, we discovered 108 foreign bodies embedded within. In addition to shrapnel, we also found fragments of human bone and human teeth.
Subscribe for more fun gaming content. Beaming face with smiling eyes.
Some of the fragments still remain. They are located near your heart and in your skull. Look at this. The fragments are lodged deep within your cerebral cortex. We couldn't give you an MRI, the metal, you see. But even if we were to extract it, you would most likely suffer a brain hemorrhage. Mental and physical impairment are unavoidable. However, your current status is not life-threatening. One more thing. This X-ray is of your upper body. You better look now. Best to understand your situation sooner than later. I know it's difficult, but please look down. It's best to see with your own eyes. Be brave. Nosocoma! Grigor! Try to calm down! Calm down! Please! Calm down! It's gonna be okay! Yes! Calm down! Yes. Yes.
Κάποιος ήδη γνωρίζει ότι έχει ξυπνήσει. Διατρέχει μεγάλο κίνδυνο. Πρέπει να ενεργήσουμε άμεσα. Προετοιμάστε μια εγχείρηση. Απιστεύω.
It's true. There are those who wish you would never woken up. You should be dead, but you're not. The wheels are in motion. Your enemies are everywhere. We must alter your appearance immediately. Otherwise, I fear you won't leave this place alive. It's a wide-open world out there, so there's something we need to take care of first. I'm going to change your appearance. We have no other choice. What you look like, however.
They don't even use that face for the game. I'm pretty sure it's just for the online. And I'm not playing the online.
Very good. Now let's remove these bandages. Your face has healed nicely. To tell you the truth, these bandages were more for your protection. To hide you from those who want you dead. As of today, forget everything. Your name, your past. This is you, as you've lived until this day. Tomorrow, it becomes your phantom.
Not yet. The patient in the next bed saw my face. Of course. Consider it done.
Like. Consider liking the stream while you're here.
Okay, have time to go.
What happened to the woman?
The woman? We gave her a light. She took the short way down.
Who are you?
Who am I? You're talking to yourself. Been watching over you for 9 years. You can call me Ismail.
What the hell is going on?
Well, the good news is, you're in the land of the living. Bad news? A war wants you dead. On your feet, soldier. The whole place is coming down. Need a little pick-me-up? Okay. Here. Nothing like a little digoxin to get you back in the game. Come on! Over here. Drug's not working. We're getting out of here. Move it. Let's take the stairs.
I could start over either. I could delete the save file from my PlayStation. Start from the beginning.
This way.
Chair.
This isn't gonna work. We better take the elevator.
But
What the hell is that? Something's coming.
really sure. I just walked past it.
Calm down. You can do this. Drugs kicked in? Good, let's hurry.
Hold up, let's fix this. Next time, do it yourself. Over there. Let's go.
This way, hurry.
Being impossible.
Keep your head down. Get down on your stomach and crawl. Get down. Hold the stance button.
heard him playing the CD.
Finished with Lies of P onto Metal Gear. Welcome. Subscribe for more fun gaming content. Beaming face with smiling eyes. Like. Consider liking the stream while you're here.
Help me, please.
Let's move.
Help me. I don't want to die.
It kind of seems like a waste of bullets. I'm seeing 5 bullets shoot in the back.
Here! Over here!
Time to walk. Press the
Don't you die on
That's
me.
fair.
Ahab. Ahab.
Time to walk. Press the stance button to stand
I'm
up.
going to like shoulder bash and move forward.
Don't get caught in those searchlights. Here they come. Hurry. Now!
I'm sure they can still shoot from the door.
Move! Go!
I'm sure they can shoot through that fucking metal door. Hold on, baby.
Don't you die on me. Ahab. Ahab.
I gotta stop making the best areas the first parts of areas.
Come on.
So sending that is terrible. I think 80% of these maps are the same.
This way. Πάμε γρήγορα. Come on.
Σας παρακαλώ, τι συμβαίνει?
Δεν είναι κανένας, θα μας σκοτώσουνε.
Ναι, τον είδα πριν λίγο.
What's happening out there?
It's all right, we'll be okay.
Can't see what's happening. Do you hear that? What's going on out there?
Hey! Oh, pussycat.
You think we're safe in here? Okay.
Hey! Hey!
Hey!
I can't see what's happening.
What is that? What's happening out there? Does anybody know?
Hey!
You hear them coming?
Please, please.
How to basically go. What if I stand with the bed on the back? Oh wait, I'm gonna go to my bed. No, they did. shine the light right on.
Anything? Negative. He came in here. Keep looking.
This way. This way. We're sitting ducks. Blend in with the bodies. Get down on your stomach and crawl. Don't you die on me. Ahab. 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 This way. Don't you die on me. Ahab. Ahab. This way. We're sitting ducks. Blend in with the bodies. Get down on your stomach and crawl.
I think they're gonna be right there.
If you move, we're done for. Play dead. Hold on. You better stop and treat that injury.
Finished with Lies of P.1 Metal Gear. Welcome. Subscribe for more fun gaming content. Beaming face with smiling eyes. Like. Consider liking the stream while you're here.
I'll run interference.
somehow we survived that also. It's like the type of stuff they talk about, like going through with your Saints Row character, or time you play a new game. Saints Row game.
Get in! I'm on your side! Hurry! Hurry! Hang on! our backs! Shoot him! Fire just as he's about to attack! Careful, that gun's slow to reload! Shoot him! Don't let him attack!
Going through the
Watch
fire.
for an opening! Shoot him! Don't let him attack!
Persistent bastard. Wait. Back for the dead, huh?
Watch for an opening!
Don't take the killer. Wish I would make them stronger at the board.
Watch for an opening! You get him? We shook him off. Watch for an opening! I see it! He's coming! The harbor! We're almost there!
Okay, I'll be right back.
Quick break. Thank you all so much for 60 subs in 1 week. Break is almost done.
name's Ocelot. Big boss. You know who I am. A certain man gave me a job to do. Two, actually. First was to get you out of that hospital. The second was to rescue the man himself. You remember? Your partner, 9 years ago, Kazuhira Miller. 9 years back, your private army came under attack by Cypher. You were considered dead. Until today, that is, when Cypher found you. And it's not just them. The whole world wants you dead. You'll have to join up with Miller. Build that private army of yours one more time. It's your only chance. First, we need to save Miller. He's in Afghanistan.
Afghanistan?
What, you can't keep up with world affairs in a coma? 4 years ago, the Soviets invaded Afghanistan. The Muslims are fighting back with Western support. Miller was training Mujahideen rebels when he was captured by the Soviets. The Reds' 40th Army. Troop strength somewhere around 100,000. The squad holding Miller set off near the Pakistan border yesterday. Now, in 3 days, they'll reach the Soviet garrison. They'll be interrogated for a few more days, and it's off to a lager. Or left to rot in a ditch on Afghan soil. I give him 2 weeks. The job didn't mean anything to Miller. He only took it on to keep you safe. Well, there's our ride. It's a whaling ship. Had a pretty good deal on her once the IWC started raising a stink. Now it's 7 days to Port Qasim, another 3 overland. So we won't have much time once we're there. Don't take too long getting used to your new self. Hang on. Ha!
Welcome. Subscribe for more fun gaming content. Beaming face with smiling eyes. Like. Consider liking the stream while you're here.
It's like the only game where you can actually use cassette tapes and not have to sit there.
The area ahead is under total Soviet control. Miller's been captive for 10 days. Not much time left.
Weather will clear shortly.
Storm's passing.
Getting used to it?
After 9 years on ice, solo infiltration of the Soviet main ground forces should be the perfect one. Kazuhira Miller is being held in Dawandehar to the north. Check its location now. Take out your iDroid. You see Wandy on the map? That's where they're keeping Miller. Only problem is, we don't know his exact location. Finding it is your first priority.
When I played this game, I had no controller drift. I do, so.
Go ahead and close the iDroid. Got your binoculars? Or should I say, your int scope? See the village? Straight ahead? A little to the left.
It's not the controller.
Something
drift.
there?
That is.
I don't hear any aircraft. Something there? I don't hear any aircraft. Something there? I don't hear any aircraft. A little to the left. Take a look through your binoculars.
There's really nothing that
Something there? I don't hear any aircraft. Have you spotted the village? Zoom in closer. Something there? I don't hear any aircraft. To the right. To the right. All right, that's the village. If you see something through the binoculars and you need more information, just give me a call. I'll tell you anything I can about it.
There we go. Fire. There's something wrong.
That's Violo Village. The Violo Calais. The villagers fled the war and evacuated a while back. Since then, it's become a base for the Soviets' 40th Army. A few days ago, Miller was taken through there, en route towards Dawandehar. You may be able to pick up the trail there. It's worth a shot. Put a marker on it so you don't lose track of where it is. Good. Now you won't have to worry about getting lost along the way. You can't have much left in him. I give him 3 days, tops. If we fail, and he dies, we lose our chance of revenge. But we need more intel. If you just go charging into Dawandehar, you'll be putting both your lives at risk. See what you can find out first. The Soviets have other outposts, not just the one you saw. Afghanistan is a big place. I expect you'll become quite familiar with those binoculars as you plan your next move. How and where you make it, well, that's up to you. From here on out, you're on your own. You're a legend in the eyes of those who live on the battlefield. That's why you have to handle this mission yourself. Put those 9 years behind you, and return as Big Boss. That's how Koss would want it. I'll be sending additional intel by radio. Stay sharp. Not one of Miller's bodyguards survived. And they were good. All we found on the scene were their corpses and knees. You'll be missing them. And you're his only hope of getting them back. Now go! Let the legend come back to life.
It's the only major game I played. I was gonna buy 1, 2, 3. Like the bundle for the PS5. I was gonna pay like the next day. I thought I was gonna pay $8. And then the next day I was gonna buy it and I got paid for like fucking 50. Like fucking 750 on a both games. If I see the price can go that way, I'm never gonna buy it for price.
There are bound to be guards. Take a look with your binoculars. Put the enemy in the center of your field of view. You're almost at the enemy outpost, Vialo Village. The village is crawling with enemy soldiers. Don't just go waltzing in. Start with some recon. Is there anywhere that overlooks the village?
Don't do that.
Whoa! Whoa!
Not doing enough fucking work. That's fine. I'm limiting myself to 5 servers stream there.
Your suppressor is no longer effective. Bear in mind your weapon will be loud from now on.
Ooh, this fucking different. I actually did play out of the game, I just have to go anywhere. This game disturbs you actually worse.
Это КП, понял. Проверьте, но осторожно.
he's not even shooting me there. This way. That's doing it.
Hey, Vex. Boss, leave the intel files till later. The enemy's on combat alert.
Oh, it's gonna die right here. I'm gonna try running. Not if I take a minute. There's what, like max, like... 4 of them? Max.
Don't leave bodies out in the open. Find some place to drop them out of sight.
Out of sight, out of mind. My business even there. Oh, yeah, fucking settings don't mind this game. Oh, there it is. Dude, there's no fucking... You can't turn the music down? Fucking hell. It's not fucking hard.
Planning to walk the whole wilderness on foot? Use your horse.
You should have a horse option at GTA. Like the amount of time I crash my car. You just have to just whistle for it.
Anytime you need advice, just give me a call.
You got that horse Cyberpunk DLC. Should be good to go. Thing about this map is probably the and the thing about this game is probably the map. Horse can't run.
Yeah.
fast this horse goes. Oh, it's clear.
You've reached one day. Miller is being held somewhere in that town, but we don't know exactly where he is. You can keep gathering intel or make an entry into the town now. That's a rough diamond. Good find. It'll fetch a high price.
The radio. It looks like the enemies are in.
That's marking. Focus on the thread and it'll be marked automatically. You can mark enemies and vehicles by zooming in with your binoculars or camera. Once they're marked, you'll also see their positions on the map.
One guy on charge of duty. We got another guy. Okay, Mark 2. I'm guessing that all the other ones are in a building or something. It's probably not good. Maybe right there. Yeah, I can climb down the rocks.
That's a type of medicinal plant. Bring it back to base. It's sure to be useful sometime.
Number one stuff is intel. Enterprise something like. Oh, it's fucking far off. What's that? Number one shooting. poorly. I gotta have to use the yeah. So fucking hard damage. Sure, felt like Darky was dead. I'm not gonna kill everybody over there. I'm trying to get these people control. He's still alive.
Hey, quit kidding around. Snake? Snake!
We don't know Miller's exact location, so you'll need to do a little intel gathering first. Take a look around Vialo Village.
Stop wasting. Give me that. Give me that.
That's a rough
You
diamond.
can try to tell me that like
Good
games like Death
find.
Stranding,
It'll fetch
like,
a
I
high price.
it's like Death Stranding and the voice and everything. It's like, people say games like Death Stranding. You could like, you don't skid. You literally do. Look at that, the character fucking, he does not stop on fucking dying. I know it's not Death Stranding. It kinda has like the same feeling mechanics.
Sun's down already. It goes good for infiltration.
I'm just gonna try to say something.
We don't know Miller's exact location, so you'll need to do a little intel gathering first. Take a look around Vialo Village.
Diamond dogs. Eat a diamond dog.
Sun's down already. It goes without saying that darkness is good for infiltration. But your vision will be affected just the same. Keep your guard up, or who knows when you'll bump into an enemy.
Eat a diamond dog. How much range he's gonna have. Try to get close to him. That's far away. Those guns are good. My bad, my bad. We can go right through that door I got back there. Oh shit, they're going this way. Seems like Dark Souls, it doesn't fucking pause when you pause it. I guess it doesn't here. I doubt this even has what I need. Really good. Better. So it's better. I think there's a way to get them to move.
Говоришь, ты жил на Украине? Да, когда был еще ребенком. Ну что? Моего двоюродного брата собираются отправить в одно из армий. Он не сказал мне, в какой именно, но это где-то в Украине. Он очень талантливый, намного умнее меня. В институте он изучал ядерные технологии. Если честно, я теперь ему завидую. Я каждый день сижу и жду, как душман перейдет.
Думаешь, у него все сложится? Слышал все этих слухи о тех городах?
Ячки
и радиации и всякие там.
Это только в городах, где испытывают ядерное оружие. Говорят, советские реакторы самые надежные в мире.
Got a feeling this is going to be my longest series yet. Yeah, run through the areas, that's what we need. I think it's that window. I thought he was going to open the fucking latch. That's crazy.
materials are already processed. They should come in handy sooner or later. Why not start gathering them?
They're all having a gathering over here. I'm just gonna walk around this way. Out of the danger zone. Every game has a default button for fucking food. I gotta start over again.
Sight, sound, keep all your enemy senses in mind.
Took all day to
When
do
you're
that
near
mission.
an enemy, stay low and move slowly. If you
It
stand up
starts
and
out
run
really
around,
bad.
it'll make it easier for them to spot you.
That's crazy. So we need a fucking sniper. That would be cool.
Sun's down already. It goes without saying that darkness is good for infiltration. But your vision will be affected just the same. Keep your guard up, or who knows when you'll bump into an enemy.
Что происходит?
Go to sleep, go to sleep. Got that. know where the last guy was running off to. We're like right in the fucking middle. Exactly fine. Put him down. Rock. But it's gonna take down this guy. That was crazy. He ain't fucking climb back up. It's insane. That shit fucking wrong. Let's go. Snake's never been a fan of stuff anyway.
It's too dangerous to make contact with it. The enemy's on full combat alert. Wait before you try to reach Miller.
God.
No more use for me, huh?
Kaz, it's me. I'm here to get you out.
Snake.
They do something to your eyes?
No, it's just bright as all. took you so long? We'll talk, but not here.
You've secured the target. I'll send the chopper to get you out. Make your way to the RV. You check the location on your iDroid.
Mission info has been updated.
Well, age hasn't slowed you down one bit. Not so heavy anymore, right?
I talked to my horse when I get on the road.
Magic words, boss. Waiting 9 years to hear them. Kept you waiting, huh? Come on. Say it for old time's sake.
This thing. God, look at the horse's legs. Is that normal?
This is B-Squad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Everything. But we've got to look ahead. There's something I want to show you.
This is B-Squad. On station at LZ.
Lots of people describe GTA 5 water effect when you're going in the water.
Ahab, do you read me? This is P-Quad. There's a gas covering the LZ. We can't land. Pulling back.
Gas. It's them. Boss, watch out. It's the skulls. Don't let them find us.
Boss, whatever that mist is, it's all around you. We can't see through it. I'm changing the RV so it's outside the mist. Get over there. The chopper will be waiting.
Hey, why go that way? We didn't have to go through. Take this way. Go around here. If I go on this side, I get too covered. I'm not fucking hurt.
This is B-Squad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Back on the horse, let's go.
B-Squad have arrived at LZ. We'll stand by.
died.
Boss,
That dink they made in the
target's dead. Mission failed.
Hot lava.
Whatever that mist is, it's all around you. You can't see through it. I'm changing the RV so it's outside the mist. Get over there. The chopper will be waiting.
Lake deep in hot lava, and there's nothing I can do. Just accept it at that point.
Run, boss! You've got to lose him!
Got to lose him under fucking slow force. Dirtbag.
Arriving shortly at LZ.
Almost okay.
This is P.1. I've arrived at LZ. Stand by. The mist is cleared, and it looks like they're gone.
Those things.
I think they have souls or soul spike, no problem.
This real
You don't have
fast.
to
The same
reset the
kind of
game
mist.
fast.
Survivors from 9 years ago were wiped out in minutes.
All right.
I don't know what they want. No mistake.
Damn, it feels like
Construction at the LZ preventing me from landing.
just started with it.
Request immediate
Put
release.
over there.
Put Miller in first.
So where'd he go? Realism equals making your character slidey as hell.
Extraction arrived at Multibase.
We're headed for the Seychelles. That's where our new home is now. Hey. That was some operation we had, huh? 9 years ago. Carving out our own world. Making our own future. And they took it away. I'm gonna rebuild it. Make a new place. Together. That we can call home. Yeah, we were dogs, all right. Slinking around out of Cypher's sight. Digging up whatever kind of dirty money we could find. You name it. We did it. You see this? Diamond Dogs. Our new home. A phantom of our former selves. Triumph. Death. We weren't allowed either. Yeah. I remember it all.
I say R3 also. I say R3 when I say right stick when I'm feeling lazy.
Snake. Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every night, I can feel my leg, and my arm, even my fingers. The body I've lost, the comrades I've lost, won't stop hurting. It's like they're all still there. You feel it too, don't you? I'm the one who got caught up with Cypher. A group above nations, even the US. And I was the parasite below, feeding off Zero's power. They came after you in Cyprus. Then Afghanistan. Cypher just keeps growing. Swallowing everything in its path. Getting bigger and bigger. Who knows how big now? Boss. I'm gonna make him give back our past. Take back everything that we've lost. And I won't rest until we do.
Approaching Mother Base.
Our new Mother Base. I don't know how long it'll take, but I'll make it bigger. Better than before.
God. What should I do?
Boss?
Tell me. Tell me like you used to.
Drop someone in my costume with a fucking anthem suit. rocket boots and all. Let's go, episode 2. Diamond Dogs.
Things have changed, boss. We pull in money, recruits, just to combat Cypher. Rubbing our noses in bloody battlefield dirt. All for revenge. The world calls for wet work, and we answer. No greater good. No just cause. Cause. Cypher sent us to hell. But we're going even deeper.
I know. I'm already a demon. Heaven's not my kind of place anyway.
Dogs of war for 9 whole years. That ends today. Now you're not sleeping, and we're not junkyard hounds. We're diamond dogs.
Let them talk.
We can crush Cypher, boss. And you can build the army that can do it.
Just one thing, Kaz. This isn't about the past. We're fighting for the future.
Okay. This base belongs to you now. Make Diamond Dogs the force it deserves. Like any organization, we need good people, and we need to make good use of their talents. Miller asked me to lay that out for you. To start bringing people in, use this. It's a Fulton recovery device. When you're in the field, use it to extract any soldiers or prisoners you want back here. And we'll see if we can't persuade them to join the ranks of Diamond Dogs. Go on. Test it out on the staff here. Anyone you want. First, put them to sleep. You have a tranquilizer gun, don't you?
Don't pull any punches.
Let's see if he wants to be nominated today. I'm assuming there's a way to...
First, put him to sleep. You have a tranquilizer gun, don't you?
So he's not getting much loot.
Out like a light. Now
So it's the last thing he wanted in his life. And he didn't get it.
Good.
What do I do? Send him back down?
Extraction complete. You can only Fulton recover someone if they're not resistant. No dead bodies either. They don't make great recruits.
They put him at one of the
Staff member
enemy
you just
bases.
extracted will be assigned to the team best suited to his abilities. See for yourself. Open your eye droid.
Go for them, not me.
Select staff. So that staff member was placed on the R&D team. The R&D team is in charge of developing all kinds of weapons and items that will support you on missions. Take a look at the development list.
Select weapons items under the development heading.
withdraw.
See that?
Go back to the mother base menu. Select Weapons Items under the Development heading.
Please
That's the R&D team's development list. See the item called Cardboard Box? Didn't seem much use to me, but Miller was adamant that you'd want it on the list. The last word in infiltration technology, or so he said. In any case, we don't have the manpower to develop it just yet. We need more staff on the team. Go extract a few more people. Boss, put the iDroid away for a moment. You can also Fulton extract individuals
This guy might be the
knocked
big
out.
boss.
Why don't you try knocking someone out with CQC next? Show them how it's done, boss. Try throwing them. It's the best way to knock someone out.
It's an otter, boss. It's an otter, boss.
His name is Rolling Hedgehog.
Excellent, boss. Now extract them.
Imagine looking for these guys and stuff.
Now extract them.
I gotta extract them.
Extraction complete. One thing I should mention. A Fulton extraction won't always be successful. If the person is injured, the shock of it could kill them. And if the weather's unfavorable, well, they could end up going missing. You can determine the chance of success by approaching the person you want to extract. If you want to be sure you can get them out, best carry them to the chopper instead. All right, extract the next staff member. Extract them. Use any
It's an otter, boss.
Start by knocking them out, or you can put them to death. Now that we have more people on the R&D team, its level has gone up.
Select Weapons Items under the Development heading.
Added. Please specify
Now select Cardboard Box and start development. Just be aware that
Development has finished.
Please supply.
You can have the support unit supply you with weapons and items you've developed. Think of it as your own personal delivery service.
And there it is. Not sure what it's good for, but Miller said you know what to do. Try it out. One last thing. The staff members you extracted were all placed on the R&D team, but that was Miller's decision. If you think they belong somewhere else, you're free to move them around. Well, that about does it. You won't make any GMP or find recruits hanging around here. Board the chopper when you're ready for a mission. Open your iDroid and select a landing zone and tell it where to pick you up. Or if you're still in the mood for knocking guys on their asses, you can stay around here a while. Give the men some practice. Just come pay me a visit. Boss, let's practice your CQC. Begin by grabbing. Once you've grabbed someone, you're free to do as you like. Interrogate him, knock him out, kill him. Scratch that flash. Go ahead, knock him out.
Where are your friends?
I'm ready, boss.
Where are the others? Where are your friends?
Good. Go on and extract it. Now for fist fight. Strike an adversary repeatedly to knock him out. They'll stay unconscious for longer than if you throw them.
Know how this would throw off the water carrier, the water carrier. Oh, it isn't there.
Please select a landing zone.
This is PT.1. Arriving shortly at LZ.
It's an iron boss.
This is PT.1. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Yeah, I got up and still see the view.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
Be right back. Break.
Boss, I know you haven't been back long, but I prepared a list of missions for you. Open your iDroid.
Please select a mission.
I've taken the job offers Diamond Dogs has received and made a list of those I want you to consider. Which ones you accept is your call. The objectives of the missions I've added are prisoner rescue, facility sabotage, and high-value target elimination. Probably all a walk in the park for you, but they should help you get back on your feet. I put the mission details on a cassette tape. Refer to it if you decide to accept the mission. We'll receive GMP for completing missions, and extracting soldiers and prisoners will boost our ranks. Building up Mother Base is the first step to achieving our goal. If that means wet work, so be it. We're gonna have to get our hands dirty. I hope you're rested up, because we're not stopping. Not until the pain is gone. The future of Diamond Dogs is in your hands. We're counting on you, boss.
You were hospitalized in Dekelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into Cyprus's Little Britain. Why Dekelia? The UK and the US remain close allies. The last place Cypher would think to look for you is inside their own system. That's what kept you safe in British military hospital for 9 years. The safest place from a whale is inside its own belly. You were a regular Geppetto.
Well, it wasn't Pinocchio who led me out to safety. So who was that guy?
Cypher went so far as to attack British territory, burning their own ally. That's how badly they wanted you dead.
He said I was in a British military hospital. But the doctor had a Greek accent.
They hire locally. Easier to trust them. Dekelia is also home to Greek Cypriots, after all.
What about the Turks? They haven't returned to the south.
Not yet. The Cyprus dispute is still a long way from resolved. The country is just as split as it was in '74. Turkish Cypriots in the north, Greek Cypriots in the south. Between them, the Green Line, the UN established.
And Dekelia sits right on top of it.
It does. Part of the buffer zone between the two groups. Another reason it was the perfect place to hide you. Easy to spot any outsiders snooping around.
So how do things stand?
Now, last year, the Turks declared that the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is an independent state, though it's only Turkey that recognizes it. In the past, the Greeks and Turks lived side by side in the same villages. There are reasons to fight. Those came from the outside. Greece, Turkey, Britain, America, they all had their own stake in pitting the two sides against each other. But once you spark something like this, it's impossible to control. Both sides build up grudges like debt, without the foresight to see that each act of revenge just fans the flames. And then it's too late for other nations to rush in with peace talks. The embers keep on smoldering. Each nation's arrogance only breeds anarchy. The world is paralyzed by this hunger for revenge. Cyprus is no different. You're up.
We're changing ships?
We can't go sailing the Suez in a whaler.
The Suez Canal. When did they reopen it?
Not long after you were attacked.
once they finish sweeping it for mines after the Arab-Israeli conflict. Can you stand? We're going to transfer to a container ship for passage through the Suez. Our destination is Pakistan, Afghanistan's neighbor to the south. There, we disembark and head via Peshawar to the Zero Line, the border. We'll travel to the Khyber Pass by road. And then? We continue on horseback. Afghanistan's main roads are under Soviet control. We'll need to go around them. It'll be all narrow, winding paths through the mountains. We'll do better on horseback. It's a local guerrilla tactic. They use the higher ridges to avoid air recons. Then they charge down the mountains for ambushes. The Soviets still haven't devised a counter-strategy. Our time frame is only half as much as we really need. It's gonna be a tough march.
Better horses than boats.
Well, it'll make for good physiotherapy. Take the time to get used to that new arm.
While the Soviets have indicated they are not participating in the Los Angeles Olympics, primarily because the United States has made no attempt to guarantee the safety of the Soviet Union's athletes, the United States is increasingly demonstrating the belief that the issue has nothing to do with its preparations, and in fact this is retaliation for the Western nations' boycott of the previous Moscow Olympics. That concludes today's news.
That's quite some news.
The Soviet Union not attending the LA Olympics? Yeah. Andropov's death has changed some things. They're calling it revenge for the Western boycott of the Moscow Olympics.
Countries boycotted the Moscow Olympics?
Yes. In protest of the Soviet Union's invasion of Afghanistan. Over 50 countries were absent. It's too bad I didn't get to see Yamashita's judo. When the 40th Army crossed the Amu River 4 years ago, détente went right out the window. The U.S. Congress chose not to ratify SALT II, and Reagan's hardline politics won him the presidency in a landslide. According to him, the Soviet Union's an evil empire.
The Second Cold War.
And there's been no end to regional conflicts and civil wars. Lebanon, the Falklands, Grenada, Iran, Iraq. The story never changes.
Egypt and Israel did sign a peace treaty. But then the driving force on the Egyptian side, President Sadat, was assassinated afterward. Apparently, his actions were considered a betrayal of his fellow Arabs.
Islamic extremists?
Yes. Fundamentalist extremists have been responsible for some bold acts of terrorism in recent years.
We've had extremist students in Iran take U.S. embassy workers hostage, and suicide bombings in Lebanon. Over 300 foreign soldiers stationed there have been killed.
The countries have yet to develop an effective means of dealing with terrorism. Afraid of losing their own men, they've pulled their forces out, handing private forces a golden opportunity.
Private forces?
Small armies with no national affiliation, working for the highest bidder. That's right, they got the idea from you. After Mother Base went down, they began spreading to meet the soaring demand. Miller's organization is just one of many PFs now. The entire world is after you. But at the same time, it needs you too. Miller told me about what happened in the Caribbean 9 years ago. You do remember Miller. You'd formed a private army with him. An army with no allegiance to a nation.
I remember, but...
I see. You're not sure what's fact and what's a fantasy caused by the coma. It's still all a mess, huh? All I can do is tell you the facts as they were told to me. I've gone easy on you up until now. But this is where the hard stuff begins. 1974, the year before you entered your coma. You were in Colombia, operating with a small unit of men, basically mercenaries. Miller was among them. Miller was trying to find a way to turn his and your talents into a line of work. He was looking to start a business where you would fight on behalf of others around the world, those who needed military force. But the reality was, at that time, you didn't have enough gear to equip your own men. Then Miller came across this client. It was a huge job he was offering, but you had a shot at pulling it off. You accepted it and headed into Costa Rica. The client even threw in an offshore facility in the Caribbean. The Mother Base, that would be your new base of operations. Miller sure did have a head for business. As your mission went on, your unit grew and grew. More weapons, more money. Before you knew it, you were commanding 300 men. As the organization got bigger, your military powers swelled to match. It got so the international community couldn't afford to ignore you. You were just too damn successful for your own good. You, your men, had worn out your welcome. Everyone was out for you. East, West, First World, Third. It was only a matter of time before someone took you down. And that was XOF. Officially, they're an anti-terror unit under the CIA. In reality, they're Cypher's private strike force. They lured you to Cuba using Chico, the Nicaraguan revolutionary kid, and Paz, a mole who worked for Cypher as bait. While you were gone, XOF, posing as a nuclear inspection team, stormed Mother Base. At the same time, C4 they placed on the strut legs went off. The whole thing went down in minutes. XOF. Kisses and hugs followed by a big FU. All because of Miller's blind spot. A back door into Mother Base no one suspected. You remember a certain scientist? Huey was responsible for bringing the inspection team on board, giving the enemy a perfect opportunity to hit you at home. You were returning from Cuba when it happened. Mother Base came damn close to taking you with it into the Caribbean. Those of your men out on assignment returned right away. They refused to believe the wreckage in the water they found was Mother Base. But they checked the coordinates again and again, until reality finally settled in. You were supposed to die that day. That was XOF's primary objective. As far as most folks know, you did. The first doctor to see you wasn't even sure what he was looking at. Before they'd even finished operating, your men moved you to that hospital in Cyprus. It was a woman named Eva who arranged that. Rings a bell, huh? Most men in your condition would have been written off right from the start. But you survived. You went straight down to hell, and they pulled you out. Your eye wide open. Full of venom. The days of naked Snake are long gone. Welcome back, Venom Snake. This world still needs you. Here, Snake, try this on. A prosthetic arm. Yeah, Miller was calling it the arm that wasn't there. The physiotherapy's going well. Your arm's bulked up enough for it to fit. There. Perfect. A little time with it, and it'll work better than the real thing. What do you think? Huh. I can still feel my real arm. Well, you better get used to this one quick. You have any pain? Every now and then. Where? My fingertips. My left fingertips. Sounds like phantom pain. Your brain still remembers your old hand. Yeah. What about your vision? Can you see okay? Yeah, at the moment. Now, the shrapnel in your skull is pressing on your optic nerve. I'm told any hard impact could have an effect on your visual cortex. Yeah, the doctor mentioned that. Your brain might process visual information incorrectly. In other words, you could have hallucinations. You might see things that aren't there, or not see things as they really are. You experience any of that? I think so. When? Right after I wake up. Colors look faded. Colors, huh? Well, that's not a major concern in and of itself, but it could mean the difference between life and death in the field. You'll need to watch out for that. I will. All right. You should continue your physio. We'll be arriving soon. It's the last chance you'll get. Ocelot. I hear they started calling you Shalashaska in Afghanistan. What's that about? You know the term Sharashka? It's slang for a suspicious, hastily thrown together organization. The word became associated with a type of forced labor facility in the Soviet Gulag system. OKB scientists and engineers who'd been convicted of crimes were sent to a Sharashka for forced R&D. The Sharashkas were supervised by Lavrenti Beria of the NKVD, the secret police, under the official name 4th Special Department. Forced research? That's not very different from what we do here. Diamond Dogs is different. Everyone here believes in you. Regardless of where they came from or why they're here, they revere you. And they're fighting because it was their choice. And if it wasn't, they'd leave? Who knows? That's our reality here, whether it's real or not. If there's another truth, I don't want to know it. All that matters is that's the concept that's taken shape in their heads. The traces of a group ideology, our superstructure, to put it in Marxist terms.
All right. Go on.
Right. So anyway, at some point the enemy started calling me Sharashka. This was after the war in Afghanistan broke out. While I was keeping an eye on you in that hospital, I was also heading up interrogations here. The men I broke gave up their comrades and families, everything they wanted to protect them most. No real cause for it. I just let myself get caught up in the old Russian pride. And suddenly I received the honor of becoming Special Interrogation Advisor to the forced labor camps. But the more men I interrogated, the more people saw me as just that, the interrogator. It helped cover my real objective of keeping you safe.
You went that far for me?
Far enough to keep you alive. I ended up being pretty well known among the Afghan guerrillas. Some of them would have seen me on the battlefield, and that's how I got the second half of the name. Shashka. It's a sword, a type of saber from the Caucasus. Russian dragoons and Cossacks carried them into battle. Now, the Russian Empire had a general by the name of Fyodor Arturovich Keller. His bravery earned him the nickname Russia's Greatest Shashka. Someone must have known about that, because somewhere along the line, Shashka got stuck on the end of Sharashka. The guerrillas were using the name amongst themselves, and by the time I got to hearing about it, pronunciation had wound up as Shalashashka.
So, half gulag, half hero sword. Is a perfect fit.
But you see how rumors and ideas about people can get out of hand fast. Once you create a character and put it out there in public mind, it warps and twists with every baseless rumor. And before you know it, all people see are phantoms. In my case, it works out just fine. I'm plenty used to working under aliases.
So SALT II still hasn't gone into effect.
That treaty was drawn up to limit not just the size of the U.S. and Soviet Union's nuclear arsenals, but also their delivery systems. The whole deal. Just when we thought all those years of negotiations had paid off, somebody decides to invade Afghanistan. The timing couldn't have been worse.
The president was in the middle of the SALT II talks back then.
You mean while you were busy trying to stop Peace Walker? I heard. President Ford was meeting with the General Secretary in Vladivostok. In his absence, the political brass in America detected what they didn't realize was false nuclear launch data from Peace Walker, and were on the verge of ordering a retaliatory nuclear strike.
Coleman's big idea? Humans are incapable of destroying themselves. Turns out he never knew what humans are capable of.
If that AI, the boss, hadn't found a way to stop the fake data transmission, they probably would have gone ahead with the launch.
Deterrence was revealed as the pipe dream it was.
All thanks to you. And her. The U.S.-Soviet talks looked set to fall through. What happened in Nicaragua no doubt helped trigger a change of heart. But in the end...
The time's to find the politics. When you've grabbed their tail, they turn and bite your hand.
I first met you 20 years ago now. The place was Selenouyarsk in the Soviet Union. We were enemies. I was with the GRU. You were still fighting for America. 1964. Operation Snake Eater. Its objective? The assassination of the legendary soldier known as the Boss. When you returned home successful, they awarded you the title Big Boss. Your CO, Zero, sought to carry on the boss's will by covertly establishing his own organization. You knew the original members from Operation Snake Eater. From America, there was David O., or as he was to you, Major Zero. Donald Anderson, a.k.a. Sigint. Dr. Clark, who went by paramedic during the operation. And the fourth, you. From China, there was Eva. And me, Ocelot, from the Soviet Union. 6 in total. To us, government notions of friend and foe were meaningless. As were East and West, we joined forces by our will alone. Our objective was to fulfill the boss's dying wish, to make the world one. And to do it, Zero used the Philosopher's Legacy, the secret war fund you obtained during Operation Snake Eater. This organization would go on to become Cypher.
I, on the other hand, was left with the problem. You only recovered half of the legacy. I had to locate the other half myself. When I found the funds, I passed them on to Zero, just as you wanted. I still trusted him in those days. We thought what he was doing was the boss's will, until he started that one project. Les enfants terribles, Zero called in. You parted ways, as did Eva, leaving only Anderson and Clark still with him. I maintained limited contact, although truth be told, we were just keeping tabs on one another. The reason was always you. After you returned to the Army and created Foxhound, you left America. For a time, even I'd lost track of you. I'd imagine Zero did too. You always were the best when it came to hide and seek. Zero created Cypher, an information network to tap into every corner of the globe. Woven together, Cypher's arteries make the world just one big organism. And that's not all. It also monitors the thorn in Zero's side. That's you, tracking your coordinates wherever you might go. The further you strayed from your roots, the larger Zero became. It's as if he was trying to close the gap between you. But before long, he disappeared from public life. Only a few people had direct contact with him. For a time, I was one of them. Then a year after you fell into your coma, he slipped out of sight entirely. Since then, nothing. No photos, no recordings, not even a reliable rumor as to his whereabouts. I tried every method I could think of, but Zero was gone. Freed of his control, his creation, his power continued to grow. Cypher is a great beast, and Zero was its spine. But even without him, it's endured, evolved. But now its body is rotting, riddled with parasites. Parasites like the ones who attacked you 9 years ago in the Caribbean, and then at the hospital. Cypher's Black Ops unit, XOF. They learned where you were, and came to wipe the slate clean. Christmas Eve, 1979, the Soviet Union rolled into Afghanistan. Muslims had revolted against the Soviet-friendly regime established the year before. The DRA forces could no longer contain it themselves, so the Soviets went in to intervene. The Afghan government was powerless and fraught with infighting. They lost the hearts and minds of the people, and that alarmed the Soviet leadership. With the Islamic Revolution happening in Iran, the Soviets felt they had to act fast or risk the spread of Islamic revivalism. A superpower, sending a motorized rifle division against men on horseback with antique rifles. Everyone thought it'd be over in an instant, only it wasn't. Some Muslims made their fight a jihad, a holy war, and began a guerrilla campaign on all fronts. A war of attrition. These fighters call themselves Mujahideen. They're being supported by the West through Pakistan. That's why Miller was involved. He was training them near the Zero Line, sponsored by the CIA. The war has become a nightmare for the Soviet troops stationed here. They thought they'd be headed home in 6 months at the most. Then a year passed. 2 years. Now here we are 4 years on with no exit in sight. Afghanistan has become the Soviet Union's Vietnam. The Soviet troops on the ground want to go home, but at least they have homes to go back to. The Afghans have lost theirs. The Soviets destroy the kishlaks, villages, wherever they can. They burn down homes and fields, fill in wells, turn pastures into minefields. It's created a mass of refugees who fled to Pakistan. If the Mujahideen are fish swimming around the villages, the Soviets will go so far as to dry out their ocean. But this has had a big price. There's bitter resentment among the Afghans, and they're taking out their anger on the soldiers on the front lines. Among the Mujahideen are the Pashtun people. They're fiercely devoted to their code of Badal, or revenge. Soviets they've captured have had their hands, feet, and noses cut off before being left to die at the side of the road, just to show their comrades what they're capable of. Friendlies who come across them can do nothing but put them out of their misery. Then they burn down another village in retaliation. And the cycle of vengeance goes on.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Heading to Afghanistan.
Alright, we're gonna find an equipment. I got it.
Your target is a Spetsnaz detachment commander. Your orders are to take him out. With skills like his, it'd be a shame to waste him. But I'll leave the method up to you. Boss, make your way to Deshago Calais and eliminate the target.
Alright, let's see what's on.
Welcome. Subscribe for more fun gaming content. Beaming face with smiling eyes.
You've arrived at the objective. Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't forget, he has a Spetsnaz recon detail with him. Keep your guard up.
Make sure I got him online.
Is that him? Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets.
Мирных жителей трогать нельзя. Если среди них будут жертвы, это только подольет масло.
A Soviet soldier. A lot of them came from Central Asia before, but lately they've been using more and more Russians. Simple, really. There's less hesitation to pull the trigger if they're not fighting their own race. Morbid cynicism, but it gets results. That's humanity for you.
Sun will rise momentarily.
That's why we're gonna be able to see good stuff. That looks good. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll pitch the hair. The horse is moving. Yeah. Sure, let me see what I got right there. Yeah, one of them. That's cool.
You gotta extract him.
It's not for everybody. What about?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Smith goes back to the there and they're like fucking eating the people that are like deploying or extracting. I've never seen food be dropped off there. Extracting it.
He's coming too. Roger that. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Talk.
He speaks Russian. What we need is an interpreter. The main principle of intelligence work is intel gathering. But that's a problem if you don't speak the enemy's language. We need a staff member with the interpreter skill to do a simultaneous interpretation. He's coming too. Roger that.
They just sprint the base every time. All their positions.
Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land.
Can't save all of them. Oh shit, we can finish him there. Look in the circle. Go under the table. Close to underwear. Oh no, not in the city. Let's go.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
get that.
Those materials have already been processed. It may not be much, but we can use them straight away if you bring them back to base.
Please specify a project. Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
I'm getting a suppressor for that too, right? This is how you obtain stuff. Alright, we got the sniper. Okay.
Select unit. Select unit. Staff assigned. Select unit. Select unit. Select unit. Select unit. Staff dismissed. Select unit. Staff dismissed. Select unit. Staff dismissed. Select unit. Staff dismissed. Select unit. Select unit. Staff assigned. Select unit. Staff assigned. Select unit. Select unit. Staff assigned. Select unit.
See if I can grab the suppressor.
Please specify a project. Marker removed.
I know if there's game access to that.
Please specify a project.
Yeah. Luckily, if they went down. Yeah, I feel like it's gotta be like the getting cell train.
So when sandstorms come in, sandstorms effectively make you blind and deaf. But that goes for the enemy too. Use the situation to your advantage.
Yeah, I can't remember the part of the game of that.
Either destroy that, or turn it off to shut off all the lights and surveillance cameras in the outpost. But of course, the enemy will realize something's up. If you're gonna do it, be quick.
Anyway, I'm looking for this point.
A portable toilet. If you're gonna hide inside, watch the enemy doesn't decide to use it. Same goes for hiding downed enemies in it.
Please specify a project. Please specify a project. Marker plate. Marker removed.
I'll just grab away from this place. Complete the mission. Back here. I'm so sorry to say, I guess. From the checkpoint. It's not a soldier. Looking it up. You guys can't really. Oh, that's all you're gonna do is call.
Margot Place.
You just gotta call a fucking helicopter.
Please select a landing zone. Support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
I think there's a client you have to pick up too. I'm just looking at this fix net. Looking around and see if it's over here. Let's see it.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude. Departing. Mission complete. Phew. At least you made it out in one piece. How you feeling, boss? Getting used to being in the field again? Having choppers and a horse at your disposal is indispensable for operating in the wilds of Afghanistan. I've gone ahead and arranged for you to be able to develop and customize weaponry for support choppers. And you can also develop new equipment for D-Horse if you like. Use your iDroid to start development as needed.
ops list updated.
By connecting your iDroid to the onboard computer, you turn the chopper into your own aerial command. Assignment and R&D of weapons and items can only be performed from there. Take as long as you need to consider all your options.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted.
the Soviets' reinforcement system by putting a hole in their base-to-base comms network. Head for the Eastern Communications Post and destroy its comms equipment. First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility. This is no time to be playing with animals. What are you gonna do, boss? What's gotten into you?